Hey there, everybody. Figured I'd get back into the spoken word swing of things here in 2015 with a poem I wrote for Chris and Delia's wedding. It still doesn't have a title, but it kind of speaks for itself anyway, so here we go. I remember when our souls first found each other again. In the dim light of that beautiful winter's night when I first saw your face and retraced the stars in your eyes back into outer space, if only to get a taste of the magnificent place where all of their radiance came from. Butterflies swarmed in my stomach, but I tamed them by feigning interest, pretending to mind my own business while secretly trying not to pop, when in reality I fell for you about as softly as a bull crashing through a china shop. You just never seemed to stop dancing gracefully through my thoughts, trying not to get caught the way that sunlight kind of glimmers off a placid lake, and every single love-induced breath that I take is only to ensure that I can continue to make you happy. You see, when you speak to me, I hear these symphonies that resonate in me infinitely, and you got to know me so intimately that the intricacies of our relationship extend far beyond the limitations of mere words. I mean, just hearing my name and a few simple verbs slip from your lips is more than enough to make my heart skip a few beats, and the sensual song that's composed of your speech plays on repeat in my mind, and every time it reminds me that I fell. I remember when you first broke through my glass shell with that sledgehammer, and I learned that every now and then beauty and glamour like to wear sweatpants on the weekends and lie entranced with their lovers. But it's like some kind of undercover tragedy that the word perfect describes you so inadequately, when in reality perfect aspires to be more like you. You see, I've never before had a clearer view than looking into a mirror and seeing you, knowing that everything that we've been through helped to make me who I am. And my heart dropped every time Uncle Sam tried to tear us apart, as the part that I had needed from the start, that part that had finally made me whole, felt like it was once again being ripped out from my soul. You are the piece in me that has always been missing, and I can feel it and taste it in your lips when we're kissing, and every day away from you has me wishing for gold, for the time eats away at me and eventually takes its toll, as even the warmest nights always seem to grow cold. But seeing your face and hearing your voice on Skype left me sold on the idea that this was real. And maybe all of this pain and anguish that I feel is just an indication of how important you are to me. You see, for a long time I was sick and sick of it. Lost in the thicket and in the thick of it, trying to rise above it and be strong, knowing that all along you were likely feeling the same pain and trying to refrain from singing the same song. But when you're gone, my heart just breaks endlessly. The world just doesn't look the same when you aren't standing here next to me. And I understand that my brand of ecstasy may be a bit sappy, but truth is I've always been a hopeless romantic. There was just a lot more emphasis on the hopeless before I met you. But after all of these hells that we've been through, I now know that soulmates are just two people who refuse to let the world tear them apart. And so today, as our life together begins to truly start, I promise you now and for the rest of my days to give you all the love in my heart.